This is part news item, but also part intel. And the news part was part of the UK's theme for the IMF gathering recently. The Chancellor of the Exchequer in the UK is promoting all things fintech and Britain's world-leading expertise and influence in finance. Influence is not really the correct word, more like thieving. To shape global views, they've certainly done that, towards new financial technology. And the Chancellor expects the UK to lead global efforts to design a regulatory approach to crypto assets and the distributed ledger technology, i.e. blockchain. Currently, there is a crypto task force working in the UK that expects to publish a report on the UK's approach to digital assets before the end of the year, and the Chancellor stated international cooperation has made our financial system safer, simpler and fairer since 2008. No, it hasn't. You've been lied to. He went on, at home our banking reforms have protected people. No, they're not your reforms, they were the trusts, and given them more confidence that their money is safe. The UK's world-leading expertise means we are in a unique position to shape the future approach to emerging technology like blockchain so that they benefit businesses, people and the economy. And this week I will be making sure British interests are represented at the very top of international finance. That was the Chancellor of the Exchequer of the UK. Now, two things come from this, which is part of the intel. This confirms our earlier this month intel, where we told you that the IMF approached 134 countries to get them to cancel their current currencies and switch to crypto. Secondly, this also confirms they want and need cryptos because they have no assets and or little fiat wealth any longer. This is a confirmation in and of itself. People will say, well, how can you haven't proved that they've got no money, why are they doing this? This tells you there and then, because if they had plenty of money, they weren't talking about cryptos then, were they? Now it's all gone. It's let's go into cryptos. But as the Chancellor said, international cooperation has made our financial system safer, simpler and fairer. No, it hasn't. That was all down to the trust. And those banks over there, particularly in London, particularly the ones that are using the blank servers for Citibank, yes, we know, have had no option for the financial system to be fairer and transparent because it's under a new system. They've tried several attempts, which we've referenced many times in this show, the Babylon system, the Hercules system, Annabelle system and Apex system, all to try and get the older, which was not safer at all. It was certainly not simpler and certainly not fairer. So the Chancellor is literally talking out of his ass, period. And perhaps he needs to listen to one of our shows. So that confirms our intel that the IMF are trying to force countries into switching to crypto, and it also confirms they've got no money left. And this is their desperation attempt on, quite frankly, what is an extraordinary scale and a full-on admittance they've lost almost complete control of the old financial system. And like a spoiled child who doesn't get their way, they pick up the ball and run off at it and start a new game with fresh air currencies and its open source blockchain tracking system. We don't need it. Essentially, it's another financial slavery system. Britain has run the financial slavery system for the last 500 years out of Babylon. And the reason they're going to crypto is because the people now control the real money and the real assets system. Oops. Yes, people will argue, well, you haven't got funds out to the people. Not yet. Eventually, they won't be able to stop us. The fact that they're wanting to cancel all currencies now, when they've been talking about revaluing currencies for the last 10, 20 years. Now, it's let's scrap all them currencies because we haven't got enough of them, and let's create fresh air currencies. Tells you right there. That's an admittance that the RV is never going to happen. Just that one statement. Because if they were going to revalue currencies, is what the RV is all about, why are they telling 134 countries to scrap it? The system's gone. So I really do not want to hear about cryptos or blockchains bucks the system and gets around like a bell. It's all bollocks. All of it. I've been telling you that for the last 5 years. Because clearly they created it as a backup system. And sadly, yet again, so many fell for it. You know, if people just use common sense, they're planning to do the RV again. You know, they're all being told they're getting paid over the weekend again. Well, if they're all getting paid on revalued currencies, why is the IMF telling 134 countries to scrap their currencies? What are you going to do, revalue cryptos? Just basic logic. You don't have to have a banking degree to understand that. All the old systems, be it IBM, Microsoft, Apple, Oracle, all contained backdoors in their software and hardware, and they're trying to run this new crypto off the same system. And the requirement going forward is to create a brand new platform and system with zero outside influence, with real assets, not fresh air tokens.